7 signs you're losing yourself in relationships, and 5 steps to reconnect. Have you ever felt drained by your relationships? Fixing everyone else's life, saying yes to every request, pouring out your energy, yet somehow still feeling empty? It may look like kindness or loyalty, even love, but what if it's quietly hurting you? Lasting energy and real quality of life start with balanced relationships, especially the one you have with yourself. Today we're diving into a pattern that could be siphoning off your vitality without you noticing. I'll break down 7 unmistakable signs you're losing yourself by always putting others first. More important, you'll learn exactly how to spot these patterns in your own life and flip the script with practical high-performance habits you can use right away. If anxiety, fatigue, or that disappearing act feeling sounds familiar, stay with me. This video is for you. Before we jump in, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss new content on mental health, biohacking, and living fully. Clear signs you're losing yourself. Optimizing mind and body starts with spotting the patterns that drag you down. As you listen, ask yourself, does this happen to me? When does it show up in my life? Sign 1. You always put others first. If your default answer is, sure, no problem, while your own needs slip to the bottom of the list, generosity might actually be self-erasure. Often it's driven by conflict avoidance or the need to be accepted, and it quietly taxes your energy and mental health. When was the last time you put your own needs first? Sign 2. You feel responsible for everyone's happiness. From close friends to coworkers, you rush in to solve every problem as if their joy depends on you. That weight is exhausting and disconnects you from your own emotions. Remember, caring for you is the healthiest way to care for others. Are you carrying burdens that aren't yours? Sign 3. Saying no triggers fear or guilt. The mere thought of setting boundaries gives you butterflies or full-blown anxiety. If guilt, fear, or the dread of disappointing someone rules your decisions, you're valuing other people's approval above your well-being. We'll shift that with bite-sized steps that put you back in charge. Sign 4. You've lost touch with your own feelings. You're so tuned in to everyone else that you can't tell what you want. Even small choices feel hard because you no longer know what fuels you. That's a flashing red light. Your mind and body need attention. Biohacking techniques can reconnect you to your emotions and needs. Sign 5. Fear of abandonment keeps you stuck. Have you stayed in a relationship that drains you just to avoid being alone? The fear of rejection can trap you in low-energy situations and steal your freedom. We'll cover how to break free soon. Sign 6. External validation is your mood regulator. If your self-esteem rises and falls with other people's opinions, it's time for a reality check. Chasing compliments or approval sends your mood on a roller coaster ride. True confidence is an inside job. Let me show you how to build it. Sign 7. You struggle to make decisions on your own. Do even simple choices leave you second-guessing? Do you crowdsource opinions to feel safe? That signals a disconnect from your intuition. High-performance practices can restore your autonomy and decision-making confidence. If any of these hit home, don't panic. Recognizing the pattern is the first step to taking back control. Stick around. Next, we'll explore why this happens and walk through 5 practical strategies to reclaim your energy and yourself. Why we lose ourselves. Hidden causes and consequences. Our mission is to help you live with more energy, clarity, and quality of life. But when you keep putting everyone else first, the cost can be steep. Let's break down what really happens, where these patterns start, and how they take root, using real-world examples so you can see them clearly. What happens when you're always second in line? Putting other people's needs above your own leads straight to mental and physical burnout. Ever felt totally wiped out for no clear reason, like your energy's being siphoned away? That's what happens when you're constantly managing everyone else's emotions and problems, leaving almost no bandwidth for yourself. Over time, it erodes your sense of self. You start asking, who am I? What do I even want? Worse yet, despite all your effort, the very relationships you're trying to save often fray. leaving you feeling isolated while surrounded by people. The good news? These patterns aren't a life sentence. With awareness and a few practical strategies, you can reclaim your energy and build healthier connections. I've been there. I used to say yes to everything at work and at home, drowning in commitments, until I learned a handful of simple steps that changed everything. We'll get there, but first let's look under the hood. What does losing yourself really mean? Picture two plants growing side by side. In a healthy setup, each one gets its share of sunlight, water, and nutrients. When you lose yourself, it's like one plant sacrificing itself to prop up the other, and wilting in the process. You're so focused on saving or supporting someone else that you forget to feed your own roots. That drains you, and ironically, can enable unhealthy behavior in the other person. Take the story of someone in love with a partner battling addiction. She wanted to help, but instead of encouraging therapy or support groups, she did everything. Cooked, paid bills, organized his life. It looked like love, but it left her exhausted and locked in constant stress, while her efforts accidentally made it easier for him to stay stuck. Sacrifice can look like support, yet often prevents the other person from facing the consequences that spark change. Where do these patterns begin? Many trace back to childhood. If you grew up in an unstable home, conflict, neglect, or responsibilities too heavy for a kid, you might have learned early that your needs come last. Maybe you were praised for holding it together, or only felt loved when you put others first. Family beliefs, cultural values, and even religious teachings can reinforce the idea that your worth equals your sacrifice. One client carried this from childhood. As the eldest sister, she took care of her siblings, feeling responsible for their happiness. That weight followed her into adulthood. She picked partners who relied on her for everything, cooking, planning, problem-solving, yet never offered the same support. Even in friendships, she gave 100% and felt alone when she needed help. The give without receive pattern was everywhere. How does it show up day to day? Think of a partner who hides the other's problems, believing they're protecting them, but really enabling destructive behavior. Or a parent who always rescues an adult child, reinforcing dependency. A friend who drops what they love to keep the peace, losing their own identity. A coworker who takes on extra tasks for recognition and ends up exhausted and resentful. All are signals you might be disappearing. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to taking back control. In the next part, I'll share hands-on biohacking and high-performance strategies to rebuild your relationships and, most importantly, your relationship with yourself. Stick around. 5 practical strategies to reclaim your relationships. Now that you've spotted the signs, it's time to act. These tools, rooted in biohacking and high-performance habits, will help you restore your energy, identity, and balance, starting today. Tip 1. Do daily self-check-ins. Pause for a minute during the day and ask, how do I feel right now? What do I need? It sounds basic, but this micro-pause is a powerful hack for reconnecting with your emotions and needs. We often miss signals of fatigue or discomfort because our attention's glued to others. This quick introspection pulls the focus back to you, a mental fitness rep for stronger self-awareness. Tip 2. Start with small boundaries. Setting limits doesn't have to be scary. Begin with low-stakes moments. If someone asks a favor when you're overloaded, calmly say, "I'd love to help, but I can't today." That's it. Tiny no's build confidence and put you back in charge of your energy. Think of it as emotional strength training. Each rep makes you stronger. Tip 3. Buy yourself time before answering. My personal game changer: when someone asks for something, resist the instant yes. Say, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." That pause gives you space to check in with your feelings and priorities. A high-performance hack for conscious, well-aligned decisions instead of knee-jerk reactions. Tip 4. Challenge the guilt narrative. Feeling guilty for putting yourself first is normal. Letting guilt run the show isn't. Ask, did I actually do something wrong? Or am I just afraid of disappointing someone? This mental filter separates what's yours from what's theirs. Remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's the bedrock of living with energy and clarity. Tip 5. Rediscover what lights you up. Make time to explore what you love without worrying about anyone's opinion. Grab coffee solo, try a dance class, experiment with meditation, anything that sparks joy. It's a biohack for reconnecting with your values and preferences. The better you know yourself, the easier it is to build relationships that lift you up instead of wearing you down. These steps do more than tweak relationship dynamics. They help you reclaim your life, your essence, your happiness. Each small action is a training rep toward a stronger, more balanced you. And if you need extra support, talking with a therapist can be a game changer, offering personalized tools for the journey. If this video sparked something in you, drop a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. You never know who you'll inspire. Above all, take care of you, because you deserve a life filled with energy, purpose, and relationships that help you thrive. See you next time.